Hey peeps, Jess here, and today we're going over what's in my bag. Both Pink Jess and I are doing these guys. I'll link to hers up above, but really this is what I carry as someone who mainly has to deal with allergies and eczema in their day-to-day care. I don't really bring my physical therapy stuff in here. I have a lot of tricks for that instead, but today I'm going to show you how I make my life a little bit more bearable using this purse. Of course, before we even get into the bag, I should talk about the bag itself. So this guy is one of the bags from Pixel by ThinkGeek. Pink Jess actually gave it to me, which was really awesome of her. And I've been horrible towards it, so I actually just bought myself another one just because it deserves better than me. This is what I use on my light days. So if I'm not carrying very much, I'm not expecting to go shopping, I carry this bag because it's very lightweight. If I'm going to be carrying more things, I know I'm going shopping or I'm bringing work equipment to go on a shoot, then I have my Low Sons Hanover Deluxe backpack so I can share that load, and all the stuff that normally goes in the purse goes in my little wristlet here. This guy's from Jujubee and it's been serving me well. I do like that this guy has an internal pocket, so I don't normally lose too much in it, and it's a nice in-between bag. With that, let's dive in, because there's a lot in here. Fancy. The first thing, of course, is an umbrella. I burn at the drop of a hat, no joke, and I've already had 3 skin cancer biopsies. I'd like to stop for a while, thank you very much. I still wear sunscreen, but it's just a little bit of help. I've been using the $15 to $20 umbrellas from Amazon for some time. I tried getting a nicer one and I lost it in like 2 weeks. So I've just given up and I tried and get these guys every once in a while. First aid kit. Now, this is one that I've personally curated over the years. There's a little bit of like injury care in here. I've got some Coban, I've got some bandages. I've got enough to treat most kind of puncture wounds, because that's how I roll. And the most important things from my day-to-day, I've got Benadryl and ibuprofen, because do not leave home without the ways to deal with your allergens and something to deal with headaches. Next, a reusable bag, because it's Seattle. And also, sometimes you just get stuff and you're like, oh, I should have a bag. So I have a bag. It's just a Chico bag, nothing fancy. I do wish the straps were better, but I also don't like carrying stuff in it, period. It's more, I need something to carry small items in. Next, hand cream. This comes as no shock. This is the Fresh Sea Berry Nourishing Hand Cream. I basically live in this stuff, because if I get any dry skin on my hands, eczema's gonna come soon after, and so I just keep it in here. It doesn't leave this purse, honestly, and I buy one about once every 6-ish months. I go through it pretty fast, but a little goes a long way. Pocket sunscreen. I've been using Amore Pacifics. This is their mist. It is definitely not as high of a UVA UVB as I might like, but I remember to use it. I also really like Elta MD sunscreen. I've been in a sunscreen tester phase, but honestly, it's whatever I can remember to use. It's small and lightweight that I can shove in my purse. Next, food. Seriously, there are so many times where I just need a bite or something small so that I don't crash. And I like having 2, because then if someone needs to share with me or is having a bad day, I'm not toast. Now, I've been keeping Kind bars in here. These are the dark chocolate chunk. They're not the healthiest bar, they're not bad. I could put better snacks in here. These are just the ones that I can find easily and remember to repurchase. If I was gonna eat one of these as a standalone snack, I would add something along with it just so that you don't get that carb sugar hit without like a protein booster. Chapstick with SPF. Yeah, I use fresh rosés like everyone in town. I just like having something with sunscreen on everything because, again, I burn at the drop of a hat. Nothing really surprising here. It works. It's a chapstick. Nail oil pens. So I use Bliss Kisses Simply Pure. It's local, and honestly, this is the one I remember to use. And it's, again, just dry skin and hangnails. I can barely stand, and I like keeping my eczema down. And these guys are portable. I can just leave one in my purse and check on it in a few months and replace it. And again, hangnails, the worst. Floss. Tons of floss. Like, just floss. I know that you don't need 2 flosses. This is just my preferred floss, and this is an emergency floss. You always need floss. Someone always needs floss. Have floss. I also have metal in my mouth, so for me in particular, it's a necessity. Otherwise, I could risk going to an emergency dental appointment. So it's slightly more important than average, but I still just like having tons of floss. I feel like now we're getting to the more normal stuff. I've got coin purse, because I like having emergency bus fare. Headphones, because it's Seattle. Pads. Someone might need them. Eyeglass cleaner, because if you have glasses, you know exactly why you need like 5 of these. Pens. Can't leave home without like 5 of them. And a phone charger. Again, because it's Seattle. I do often keep a battery pack in here, but it depends on just what I'm up to. And that's the contents of my bag. Most of it's really only unusual in that I have a lot of skin care. I have a lot of sunscreen, I have a lot of hand goos, and those are just things that mean that day to day my skin and my eczema are gonna be okay no matter what I do. And it's Seattle, it's really nice to have an umbrella. No matter what people claim that we don't need an umbrella, it's really nice to have an umbrella. So with that, I would love to hear from you, lovely peeps, in those comments below. What do you keep in your bag to make your chronic illness or life easier? Because that's super awesome stuff, and I'd love to hear more about it. And with that, I will catch you lovely peeps next time. Laters!